Hello there. How are you? Hola a todos. How are you doing today? ¿Cómo se encuentran el día de hoy? I hope you're doing great. Espero que se encuentren muy bien. So my name is Diana. Mi nombre es Diana y yo voy a ser su maestra de español en The Spanish Fiesta. So I hope you're ready to start learning today. Espero que estén listos para empezar a aprender el día de hoy. So, today we will start with the basics. El día de hoy vamos a empezar con lo básico. It is very important for us. Es muy importante para nosotros to understand the difference in the sounds, okay? Entender la diferencia en los sonidos. So, between English and Spanish. So, we will start with the alphabet, okay? Vamos a empezar con el alfabeto. In Spanish, we can call it el abecedario o el alfabeto. So remember, this is a matter of practice, okay? I don't want you to feel frustrated. If you can get it right the first time, it's okay. The point is that you practice as much as you can, and I will be here to help you, okay? So give yourself a chance to do it. Okay, everybody, so let's start with the alphabet. Here we have it all. And this alphabet that I'm showing, yes, I don't have any extra letters. No tengo ninguna letra extra, okay? You have seen maybe before, if you have studied the alphabet before, you've probably seen letters like double L, ella, yes, and CH, CH, but we will study it just like this. And then as we move forward, como avancemos, we will study those sounds with two letters together, two letters working together. All right, so let's get started with the alphabet. Let's read it just really fast and then review letter by letter. Okay, so we have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, Ñ, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y y Z. Ok, revisemos primero el sonido de la A. Something very important and very good news. Algo muy importante y buenas noticias. In Spanish, we don't have different sounds for just one vowel, okay? In Spanish, our vowels sound the same. It doesn't matter the word that they are in, okay? They will sound the same. So that is good news. It's easier for us to remember, to learn and to remember the sounds if there's just one possible sound, okay? So we have A, como en amigo, abrir, okay? A. Then we have B, bueno, beber. In English, yes, there is a difference in the pronunciation between B and V, which is supposed to exist in Spanish too. It does exist, but when we speak Spanish, we don't really care as much and about that difference of pronunciation, okay? When we speak Spanish, we could say bueno and venir with the same sound. So it is best, yes, it is the correct form if you do make a difference between B and V. but it's not common, okay? It's not so as important as it is when you're speaking English, okay? So let's move on. Letter C, se. You know, this letter has different sounds depending on the letter after that one. Dependiendo, it depends on the vowel. Depende de la letra y principalmente de la vocal que le sigue. Okay, so let's practice these sounds, and then in different classes we will review each letter and its different sounds with different vowels, okay? So we have casa, cosa, cuerda, okay? Casa, house, cosa, thing, cuerda, it could be string or it could be rope, okay? Ceder, ceder. Aquí suena like an S. Ceder, círculo. All right. So ceder puede ser como, it can be given or yield. Yes. And círculo, circle. Okay, everybody. Letter D. What is the difference between D in English and D in Español? Okay, with D, you make a stronger sound. Ustedes, we make a stronger sound, un sonido más fuerte. In Spanish, no. The tongue will be still in the back of our teeth. Sí va a seguir nuestra letra en nuestra lengua detrás de nuestros dientes, but the sound is not as strong. De, okay? Dedo, finger. Domingo, Sunday. All right, everyone. E. Remember, with vowels, we only have one possible sound. Con las vocales solo tenemos un sonido posible, ¿ok? E. Elefante, elephant. Enero, January. E. ¿Ok? F. Fuerte, fiesta. F. It's not so different, yes. No es muy diferente el sonido, but F, when you say the letter, you would say F. You could feel it here. In Spanish, we don't feel many sounds in our throat, okay? We feel them in our mouth. F, okay? So it's not as deep as it is in English. Letter G. Ok, la G podría sonar como suena la H in English, okay? It could sound as an H in English, a little bit stronger, okay? But it depends. Remember, there will be a particular class to learn the sounds and combinations with letter G, all right? With, let's review how it sounds with letter A, O, and U, and then with E and I, okay? Tenemos gala, which is the same word, gala. Gorro, hat. Gusto, taste. Pero con nuestra, but with letters E and I, okay, with the vowels E and I, it will sound different. Va a sonar diferente. This is where it's going to sound as letter H, okay, but a little bit stronger. General, girar. This is a matter of practice. Look at the difference again. Gala, gorro, gusto. General, girar. Okay? Letter H. Remember, H is silent, okay? In Spanish, H does not sound. If it's not preceded by a letter, for example, C, it doesn't sound. If a word starts with letter H, it does not sound, which is good news. Lo que es buenas noticias para nosotros, okay? It's not a lot of work for us to learn a new sound if it doesn't exist, okay? So we have hoy, today. What is the sound that we hear? ¿Cuál es el sonido que escuchamos? We hear letter O, okay? Hoy. Huracán. What is the sound that we hear? We hear letter U. That is the sound that we hear. Okay, everyone? Now, vowel I. E. E. This sounds like letter E in English, okay? E. Iguana. Igual. We do not have that I sound, okay? No lo tenemos, we don't have that sound. If a vowel is working alone, there's no way it can make that sound. I, no. E. And that's where the sound ends. E. Iguana, igual. If you know other words that start with this vowel, si conocen otras palabras que empiezan con esta vocal, practice them, okay? Now, letter J, okay? Letter J. La J. This also sounds like an H. Este también suena como una letra H. A little bit stronger. Un poco más fuerte, okay? Jirafa. Jefe. Jirafa, giraffe. Jefe, boss, okay? Jirafa, jefe. Y la letra se lee J. Okay? K. K. When in English, when you say certain letters, like K, Q, or P, we can feel a puff of air coming out of our mouths, okay? K. K. Place your hand, if it works for you, place your hand in front of your mouth and feel that air. K. Well, that does not exist in Spanish, okay? Try not to do that with the air. There's no air coming out of our mouths in Spanish, okay? Kilogramo, kilogramo, K, K. There must be some air, but it's definitely different. It's definitely less, okay? Let's try to hold it. Kilogramo, karate. Excellent. Letter L. 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 Okay? ¿Qué es lo que vamos a hacer? What are we going to do with this letter? Okay? Well, we're going to try not to touch our further palate, our soft palate. Okay? That is where we don't want to go to make that sound in Spanish. L. We will touch our palate, but right here, right behind our teeth, okay? L es muy, el sonido está muy ubicado en esta zona. L, luna, moon, lunes, Monday, okay? L, M, okay? M de mamá, M de mango. Our M, yes, our M is not as strong as it is in English, okay? No es tan fuerte como lo es en inglés. It's not an M. It's way lighter. It's a softer sound, okay? M, here, remember, our sounds are here. Nuestros sonidos están aquí, muy al frente de nuestra boca, okay? M de mamá, M de mango. All right. N. N. Same thing, guys. Our sound comes from this part of the mouth, okay? It doesn't come from the back of our mouth. So let's try N. It's very here. The sound that we're making, we use the front of our mouth, okay? N. Nunca, never. Nuez, nut, okay? Ñ, this is a new sound or a harder sound for you to make, okay? But ñ it could, it's a matter of practice. It could sound like N, I, and O or E at the end, yes, como niño. Yes, that is a way you can start practicing. Niño, we don't have many words in Spanish that start with ñ, okay? No tenemos muchas palabras en español que empiecen con ñ, but it goes normally in the middle of a word, okay? And the second syllable. Niño, baño. So this sound could be like, you can try it as B-A-N-I-O. Yes, that is baño. That is the way you can start practicing letter ñ, okay? But it's a matter of practice. Ñandú, that's an animal, okay? O, okay, our letter O, you have this sound. Yes, in English, we have this sound that goes up. Este sonido que va como hacia arriba. Long O, O. In Spanish, la letra O. O, okay? We will feel it here, O, y vamos a cortar el sonido. We will cut the sound. It won't go on for a second. O, okay? Oso, oveja. Bear, sheep, sorry. Then P, okay? Our letter P, remember that puff of air is not going to happen here. P. Not a lot of air is coming out of her mouth, okay? P. Perro, perfume. P. Aquí, no air. Q. Letra Q. Q. No air is coming out of her mouth, okay? Queso. You can see here that letter Q, la letra Q, needs another letter here. It needs letter U. This is for another class, okay? Esto es para otra clase that we will practice the sounds and the combinations with letter Q. Queso, querer. Suena, it sounds as a letter K, como una letra K. R, okay. This is another class, but you know, la letra R, it involves a tongue roll, yes? Necesitamos un tongue roll in our mouths. Necesitamos hacer este giro de nuestra lengua que no tenemos en inglés, okay? R, but it has two sounds. When it is at the beginning of a word, okay, it sounds strong. Regalo. Cuando está en el medio, when it is in the middle of a word, it sounds way lighter, like way softer. Like, you know, the word water. How does that letter T sound? ¿Cómo suena esta letra T? Water. Okay, let's use that sound to pronounce pero. Okay, pero, como water, pero. Okay. Now, remember, this is another class. We will have to try to do that tongue roll, which is hard. Necesitamos, we need our tongue to go up and down really fast. R. It's something you can practice at home when you are driving, when you're walking, and you will get it someday, but it's a matter of practice. Pero se trata de practicar. Okay? Now we have letter S, S. It's not very different, okay, than in English. So, siempre, always, serpiente, snake. T, no air coming out of our mouths, guys. No hay aire que va a salir de nuestra boca. No truena. No hay este sonido. T. T no es tan fuerte. T. Tigre, tiger. Tortuga, turtle. All right. U, our letter U sounds U. U. Okay. Necesitamos hacer nuestra boca así. U. Y no tiene un sonido más largo. U, no, it's way shorter. The sound is shorter. U. Uva, grape. Unidad, unit. Excellent. Letter V, UV, okay? This is the letter I was telling you before. Yes, I was telling you about before. So letter V is supposed to sound as it does in English, UV, but we usually don't care as much. So it's, if you can get it right, okay, verdad, that is the right way to pronounce it. But if you make a mistake someday, it's not as important as it is in English, okay? V, verdad, true. Vida, life, okay? Something can be true, algo puede ser verdad, or something can be the truth. La verdad, same word in Spanish, all right? W. This letter, you will hear the name W, dos veces U, or W, okay? Dos veces V. But it really is not important which name you use. We understand both of them and they are both correct, okay? Y los dos son correctos. We don't have many words in Spanish that start with letter W. The words that we have in Spanish that have this letter, okay, they are borrowed words that we took mainly from English, okay? That's why we need it in our alphabet. W, it doesn't sound very different. Whiskey, what? Whiskey, what? All right? X, okay? No tenemos un sonido. We don't have that sound. X, no. X is it's not as different either. No es tan diferente del inglés. So let's try it. X, examen, exacto. It sounds like letter CS. Examen, exacto. Letter Y. Y. Tiene dos nombres. Y. It has not two names. There are two words in its name, okay? Y. The name, this means in English, Greek I, okay? Y. And it sounds way stronger in Spanish, okay? Y en español suena mucho más fuerte. Yo. Yoga. Yo, I. Yoga. See? In English, what do we do? In English, they sound separately, okay? Letter Y, we read letter Y separate from the next vowel, like yoga. In Spanish, we read them together, yoga, okay? A matter of practice too. Letra Z, okay? Letra Z, in Spanish, it does not, you don't feel a vibration. No. In Spanish, we don't need that. Z sounds like an S, okay? Z o como una C or like a letter C. So we don't need that buzzing sound. We don't need it, which makes it easier for certain people, but it makes it more complicated. It sounds like a letter S, okay? Zorro, zona. No vibra, no vibration here, everybody. So please watch this video again for you to practice the sounds. Pueden ver este video nuevamente para que puedan practicar los sonidos. And share it with someone who's looking for help, who's trying to understand and learn Spanish. Okay, I will see you here, the Spanish Fiesta, and we'll continue learning together. Okay, everybody, que tengan muy buen día y los veré pronto. Adiós.